or it doesn't serve me no purpose. It's just empty soul music. And a homegirl of mine, and she was like, facts. And I'm like, what are you saying facts to, right? So it started a little debate, and my thing to her was, bro, especially, let's keep it on the age of Kanye, or even if maybe if you're, let's just say 40 or your late 30s. Why are you looking for 20? Most people are like, especially popular rap music right now, they in their 20s. Why are you looking for somebody in their 20s to be giving you some crazy, super woke, super religious or super outright type of music? Like, I'm not expecting that from a 20-year-old because I've been 20 before. I know when I was 20 years old, my brain didn't think like it think right now. Like, even for me to sit here and be able to come on here now and talk about like, oh, my favorite quarterbacks is whatever black quarterback is playing. Bro, in my 20s, I was a diehard Peyton Manning fan. Like, you couldn't move. Like, and let's be clear, I mean, of course, when Peyton Manning was in the NFL, there wasn't nothing probably but one or two black quarterbacks as period. Just like that. It wasn't even just it was probably like Dante Culpepper, Donovan McNabb, and that may be it. And that was early in his career. Towards the end, it wasn't nothing but Cam Newton and Russell Wilson. So just like I said, with all that being said, I'm not just looking for somebody. If I'm listening to rap music, I'm looking just to listen to rap music, though. I'm not trying to, like, I want to be entertained. And I think that's why sometimes for people, you have to be okay. And I think this, for what they call as millennials, I think millennials are having the hardest time realizing that you're just old, dog. Like, you can't sit here and be trying to dictate what young people, and I can kind of keep this on sports at the same time, because I was watching the flag football jump with all the streamers and the rappers in it, and I was kind of just like, oh damn, this was like when I was young and I got a chance to watch MTV, where they had Rock and Jock and all those different, because that's realistically what it was. It was just a newer version of Rock and Jock. It's not on MTV, but it's on YouTube. But realistically, we're keeping it a buck. Most people watch YouTube. Like, real, even again, shout out to the NFL for putting the Super Bowl on Tubi. Like, people sit here, I seen Fox. I mean, it's owned by Fox, but still, we talking about, just because when we normally, a couple of weeks ago, when we were talking about the difference between the NBA and the NFL, think about how the NBA tried to whore and put everything behind the paywall. Tubi is the only free streaming app. Like, you don't have to.
No, but I'm saying, but that's behind Fox company doing this, because even like the wrestling is about to be on Tubi now. The SmackDown.
But what I'm saying is that's still smart on there. It don't matter who doing it, because the NBA would never do this. The NBA would never put the NBA championship on a free streaming platform. NBA be trying to hoard, but dog, if people gonna watch it, they gonna see the commercials. Get your money off the commercials. You can't try to get your money. You're trying to get your money twice. Are you trying to put it behind a paywall streaming platform, and you sit here trying to put commercials through it and put logos all through the jerseys and all that? I'm like, bro, you trying to get too much money. And that's why the NFL will always have the bigger product, bro. They met people where they at. That means I didn't have to have no TV. I mean, I didn't have to have no form of cable at all. This was literally free. This was damn near like they put it on YouTube. It was free. You didn't have to pay for this. You don't have to pay for Tubi. They actually sit here and gave you the Super Bowl for free, dog. Because they know if you're going to watch the whole entire Super Bowl, the halftime and everything else, bro, all these commercials and stuff are already paid for. What do I need to try to get the consumer to pay for it too? Why not just give it to them for free? Because they're going to watch all the commercials. They're going to talk about it. You're going to be on social media. You got to meet people where they at.
I think we might just be moving a little too ahead right now, because I feel like it's sooner or later it's going to go to that. Because you got to think about it, watching their games during the regular season. You got to pay for an app to watch a football game.
No, I mean, yeah, but that's for like the miscellaneous games. But that's
what I'm saying. But I'm going forward. I think it's all going to start being on those apps and these these platforms.
But listen, I don't necessarily. But listen, I'm not even if you put it behind platforms that people already use because they watching other stuff. Like, if you put it on Netflix, cool. Nobody won't complain about that. Like, even if the Super Bowl was on Netflix, people wouldn't complain because so many people it's something that's more convenient. I'm talking about, like, with the NBA, you sit here and try to get people to pay for stuff that they don't have to watch already on the regular. Like, I'm not watching. You realistically think about it. If you pay for ESPN, realistically, you pay for ESPN just to watch a bunch of college games. Because 90% of the stuff to be on ESPN is all college sports. I'm not paying to watch college sports, dog. You know how crazy that sounds? To watch a college game? Like, if I really want it, if I'm a diehard women's college basketball fan, I have to pay hundreds of dollars to subscribe to ESPN. I'm not doing that, dog. It's not that deep. And that's for the average consumer. That's just how they feel. So that's why I'm sitting here saying, put it in on Tubi. Bro, that's probably one of the smartest things ever. I seen people trying to joke about it. And I seen the people, like, I seen somebody on Threads trying to make a joke, and niggas was cooking them for that. Because, oh, now you somebody spent like Tubi, you too good for Tubi. And that's how people be trying to, like, I mean, of course, because that's how Tubi got popular. And that, again, goes into, when we talk about the black community, how we make stuff popular. Because what got Tubi popular is the ghetto, the movies that were a super low budget that you felt like these would never make it on no other TV streams. Now that they got the Super Bowl. So think about how realistically, if you take 2 seconds and really think about what I'm saying is, Tubi got popular for their bootleg ghetto movies. And now they got the Super Bowl probably less than a year, maybe 2 years later. Think about how Tubi just started to heat up and it was literally a joke. And that's why I do understand for some people to be like, damn, the Super Bowl on Tubi, because literally, just realistically, every time you think about Tubi, it's always people just joking, or it's a clip of something that's just like, bro, this can't be on TV, but it's on Tubi. So it's just like, but they build it, and that's all realistically because I think black people don't give each other or give ourselves as a whole that much credit. Guess what? Fox seen it. Like, oh, cool. We ain't about to make people pay for this. We're going to keep allowing it to free. And then if you go in there, because I was looking for, I seen a clip of, because we kind of mentioned that show, especially when we was talking about LL Cool J about a month ago, and we was talking about his TV show. I seen a clip and it was going viral. As a matter of fact, it was Deion Sanders. It was the episode where Deion Sanders was knocking on LL Cool J door, and I was like, "Damn, that's crazy." That this is one we talked about it on here, but this is a show that people really don't mention like that. And then a girl wrote me back, was like, "Oh, it's on Tubi," but because now that you sit here reminding me, oh yeah, Fox do own that. That show was on Fox, so it makes sense. But just realistically, when you sit here saying, just think about how Tubi was built up. Think about the hype on it. I'm not saying I don't know what was the first thing that was ever on it. We talking about what actually got people talking about Tubi was the super ghetto clips that we was like, bro, this can't be a real movie. Like this, nobody ain't really watching this. And people kept going. Like people were going to find the most outrageous movies that they could find to see, just to laugh at it, take it and use it for social media. And that's sometimes where you give people credit for being, they super hip. Even just like the NFL, you got to give them credit for allowing Kendrick Lamar to get off what he got off. Like I'm like, you can't deny what they let him get off. Like they just allowed this man to real live say Drake, I heard you like I'm young. Like he literally said this on national TV, though, and he looked directly in the camera and made eye contact with Drake. Like if Drake was watching the Super Bowl, he made eye contact with that man and said, "Say Drake, I heard you like I'm young." Like man, dog, if that was bro, listen to what I'm saying. I promise you, Drake went to go buy a new TV or whatever else after he was watching it, because no possibly way as a human being you could be watching the Super Bowl, or even if you just like. I would have had to watch it. Just your human nature, even if you feel like it and you know what it is, real smoke, you want to see, damn, is he gonna play with me on the Super Bowl? Because this ain't something I want to watch on the clip. I got to watch this in real time. And especially if Drake really a sports fan, like he act like he a sports fan, you had to watch this. And just your eager nature of just being a human being, you're going to want to see that. So for you to sit here and see your ex crip walking and to hear to a nigga sit here and say Drake, I heard you like I'm young. And he called out your whole entire crew. Why he didn't even really go crazy with the wop, 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 a dot. He didn't even go crazy with that. Like that's why I'm sitting here telling you it's gonna be a long summer for Drake. I hope Drake is ready to drop. He gonna have to drop some of the biggest songs of his career to be able to get off the mat right now, dog. Because you know, for you like me, just think about how many people going. This is Sunday, so people watching the game. Everybody not gonna be on social media dragging it now. They gonna drag it all day tomorrow.
They on it.
No, I know they on there now, but I mean, I'm just still saying all day tomorrow is gonna continuously get work. They're not gonna take their foot off of it. And people going to continuously talk about it. All the big radio shows, all the Sherry Shepherds and maybe, what's her name? Don't seem like she as messy. Jennifer Hudson not as messy, but Sherry Shepherd is messy, bro. I be seeing Sherry Shepherd jump like Sherry Shepherd is messy. Like she is the woman. She is literally old folks pop version of a podcast. She be on that jump, like literally pulling up whatever's messy on social media. So I know for a fact tomorrow on Monday, Sherry Shepherd is going to bring up how Kendrick Lamar sit here and had Serena Williams crip walking to a Drake diss song. Like, bro, that was hard. Like, again, shout out to the NFL for meeting the people where they're actually at. Like I respect that, because even when we was talking about Amanda Seales, like sometimes like everybody kind of want to get paid. If the product is good enough, meet people where they at, and they gonna sit here, it's gonna be worth giving it to them for free. Like I respect the NFL. Like, bro, my hat's off for like, and I'm an NBA person, but the NFL continuously finds ways to win. And even again, we talking about getting them young. When I'm sitting here saying growing up watching whatever the junk the MTV used to have, whatever it was called, Rock and Jock, whatever the case may be, for them to have it now and it's on YouTube. And guess what? And I'm sitting here watching them. Like I'm like, bro, I'm looking at the numbers of this junk. Like, what's my man? I Show Speedy, bro. He had his number, like, because I don't know how they do it on the streaming junk, but it showed a number of many people, bro. He was streaming. It was 30 million people have viewed this man channel today. I'm like, bro, do you know how crazy that number is? So for the and I don't know how they said it. I'm sure. Whatever it is, I mean, of course, it's the NFL and the YouTube, they was doing it together. But just even the way they had the different camera angles, how everybody was mic'd up, I'm like, bro, this is so fire. Like, and I had to remind, like, I still liked it, and I'm 40, but I can only imagine if I'm a 20-year-old, how much more fire this is. Like, if this is really my age group, or if I'm even younger, if I'm a kid, if I'm like 15, 17, like, bro, I could imagine how much I'm eating this up. Like, this would be like the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life, because this is all my favorite streamers, and then this is all my favorite younger rappers. They got Quavo in there, they got Sitting Here Sexy Red, they got Glorilla, they got Lotto, they got Angel Reese, they got all the young people that they love right here on this field playing. And I'm like, damn, I remember when I was a kid watching MTV, and they give you that same feel, and they even allowing Glorilla was doing the commentating, bro. Like, just think about if I'm a kid and I'm a diehard Glorilla fan, and she literally did. I'm talking about the whole entire game. They had 4 quarters, and the quarters was like had some length to them, and she is literally doing. And the crazy thing is, if you know Glorilla, she really like football, and she talking shit to Cam Newton, like, bro, you ain't passing Quavo the ball. And literally after she called him out, Quavo came out in the middle of the game and put on a headset. Him and Glorilla was talking. He's like, she like, damn, Cam, why Cam ain't passing you the ball, or whatever the case may be. He was like, damn, I thought Cam would pass me the ball too. We both from Atlanta, whatever the case may be. Literally right after that, he caught 2 touchdowns. But I'm just so like, bro, this is so fire to me. And this is not my age demo. This ain't even made for me. So if this is fire to me, I can only imagine how fire this is to somebody else. And that kind of go originally back to the Kanye West thing, sitting here saying, oh, you should, whatever the case may be with hip hop, bro. Sometimes you just got to understand you old and this ain't meant for you no more. It's okay to sit here and say, I understand you grew up on this and you want to be able to love it forever and you want to feel young and you want to be hip, but you can't sit here and try to dictate what's going to be hot for the kids, because you ain't a kid, dog. You 20 years removed from probably what the hot thing is right now. Like, just think about it. Like, think about Kanye sitting here saying he's 47, and let's just sit here and say the most outside. Let's take out Future and Drake, and even cut off Lil Baby. Let's just sit here and say if we starting at that Lil Baby on down, all of them are 20 years old and younger. You're looking at somebody like DDG, Kai, and the I Show Speedy. Like, oh, bro, these young kids are young enough to be his kid. Why do you think hip hop and music is supposed to resonate with you, and you're some old enough to be some of these rappers' parent? Or if you may be a little bit younger and you're in your later 30s, you old enough to be these rappers' older brother or sister. So that's just my only thing where it's like, I hate when people give that criticism, and I even just kind of even tied it into Doechii when I seen people, oh, Doechii won this award, now she going to change. And this is all men who say this. Oh, now she's going to